Hi all. So I'm making this video today so I can also document for me and also share with you guys my very first ever OBE experience, the out of body experience. A lot of people call it astral projection, as do I, so that may make it a little bit clearer for you. I do apologise, I'm not very good at making videos. I wasn't real keen on doing it, but I've been guided to share it with you, and it was a really, really cool experience. So late last night, actually let me backtrack a little bit. A friend of mine recommended to me, I think it was nearly a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, to start watching, following someone else that is making some videos. Not sure if I can drop references to who it is at the moment, so I'm going to leave that out. And I did. I've been watching his stuff every day, and it's been sparking new stuff inside of me and helping me within my journey and where I'm going and what I'm doing within my life. I'm not going to at the moment drop any history or anything like that. I just wanted to share this experience with you. So I was watching a bit of his videos last night, and some particular breathing techniques came through, and some of them were, one of them, sorry, not some of them, was, to breathe in the universal creative energy through the head, pull it down to the stomach on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, push it back through right down to the feet, and to keep doing that in that direction for a while, and then start, when you're ready, breathing back up through the feet. So feeling it on your in-breath coming up through your feet to your solar plexus, and then on your out-breath, breathing out through your crown. So I continue to do this. I shut everything down on my computer besides some sleep music. I love listening to the rain as I sleep, and it's not always raining here. Rains a fair bit, but not all the time. So put that on there, and I was laying there in my normal position of sleep, which for me is on my stomach with my hands tucked in, and I'm laying there and I'm doing this breathing, and I'm breathing away, and then my guide stepped in, and so then I also called in Archangel Michael. So none of this was planned, it just kind of happened. I noticed at first my feet went tingly, not like pins and needles, but just tingly. It was a beautiful, almost calming, tingly feeling. And I thought to myself, oh, that almost feels like they're going to sleep. Cool, no worries. Over a period of, I'm not sure how long, I can't tell you how long this lasted for, but it didn't seem quick at first. It got up to my waist. Then once that feeling got into my waist, it started in my fingers. So it was like, rather than it going through the body, up and then to the shoulders and out the arms and to the head, it just went up. So up in general, I don't know how you describe it, like just up. So once it got to here, because my hands were about here, like this, and I was on my stomach, it started in my fingers, and I got that feeling. Now, by the time it got to my head, it felt like to me that, and it was the most bizarre feeling, I've never felt it before, but it was so comfortable, that I was 110%, my body was 110% asleep, like more than 100%. It was asleep, my body was out to it. Now, in the process of, this feeling growing, I did get itching and stuff like that, and the feeling that I wanted to roll over, but I had the distinct feeling just to go with it and to stick with it, so I did that. And eventually that all went away. And then my whole body was asleep. And also after watching this guy's video, not the same one, another one a few days beforehand, I thought, well, let's see if I can't sit up. And now I didn't have any plans or anything as to where I was going or what I was doing. So with my mind, I sent down the signal to lift one leg without actually moving it, because it wouldn't move. Like, I was asleep. Like, my body was asleep, but my consciousness was there. Everything was really loud. I could hear my son sleeping in the other room. I could hear my daughter, who was still awake at that time. I could hear the music that was playing on my computer crystal clear. Like, I was well and truly awake. So I did that. And then I had this floating feeling, but not this body. And I looked down, and there was my room. And there was me, sleeping on my stomach, head out to the side peacefully. And I was able to go over and check the kids' bedrooms. And then I started ping-ponging around not the house that I live in, but the place that I live, not state, it's the town that I live in. And I shot over to someone else's house that I know. And then I shot over to another one. I was sort of shooting everywhere. Now, I sort of just let it go. At first, I didn't understand why, but I was trying not to. I just wanted to remain calm and within this, as I said, was going to happen. I knew that I was fully protected. I knew that I was completely safe, and that was the most perfect thing as well. It was this really cool experience. But I got to see this town from a bird's eye view, more or less. There is one part that I remember, but it sort of started fading out, and from what I understand with astral projection, it can happen. I remember before I went to sleep, before I decided I was going to do the astral projection, that I connected with the Creator and my guides, and I asked that while I sleep, I receive some healing, any healing that I need. And there's a particular favourite beach of mine. Well, actually, it's not a favourite beach, to be honest. I never go there. It's beautiful, but I hardly ever go there. My favourite beach is up the other end, but I found myself at this place, and there's this woman sitting in front of me. I can't describe her properly to you. I know that she had blonde hair, and she wore beautiful, some of you would call hippie clothing, just flowing sort of stuff. And I was holding a porcelain pedal. I think can't pronounce probably the grinding thingy. And I'm grinding away, and she's putting stuff into it. And I noticed that. And as soon as I noticed that, I started thinking, oh, I want to remember this. It feels like I'm not remembering it properly. And I shot back to my body. I was back in my body again. Yes, I could leave again, and I didn't move. I didn't wake up, but I'd shot back. And it was really vague. Now, this experience that I'm sharing with you is purely my experience and how it went for me. And yes, I'm going to try and do it again. It was fantastic. It's not an easy thing to achieve, I don't believe, for a lot of people. And I'm not going to say it was easy for me either. But to be honest, I hadn't tried for a long time. And the only other place I'd ever heard a lot about it, besides hearing from other people that I work with, and that was from a book that I read, and they spoke briefly about it, and I thought that'd be a cool thing to try. Anyway, so this was my OBE experience. It was totally unplanned. Now, what I've learned now, even just today, because I had it last night, is that if I plan it and I have a place that I want to go, they also say that you only go to the astral plane. But, you know, maybe because it was my first time, I stayed here, and maybe the beach that I went to was on the astral plane. It just felt like it was similar to the one that I knew. Maybe my guides were taking it easy on me. I'm pretty sure there's a way for it to be explained, and it's going to be explained to me as this journey progresses and continues. But it was exciting, and I was totally conscious, and it was freeing. And then when I did come back into my body and I stayed there, I gently stretched, and I remember sitting up because I thought, I'm just going to sit up for a minute. And I felt like my body had 5 to 8 hours sleep. My brain was completely awake for the whole lot of it, except for one phase where I think I may have drifted off there for a little bit, but most of the time I was awake for it. And it was rested, but my brain still needed rest. So I continued to do that breathing and decided that, you know, when I got that feeling that I wanted to roll over or whatever else, I did that and I went to sleep. And I had the most incredible sleep, and I woke up feeling amazing and so excited and so grateful for the experience that I had. But yeah, so this channel that I'm posting to, I've had for quite a long time. I made it probably 2 years ago. I might be wrong. I haven't checked how long ago I made it, but it was a while ago, and I never put anything on it. So now I'm going to. I'm not fantastic with writing, and you know, to be able to blog it all like this, so I can look back on it, and then also anyone else who falls across it wants to, they're more than welcome to. Leave your comments and feedback, especially if it's constructive. Yeah, I'm grateful, and love, light, and blessings, and so much love to you all, and I hope you get everything you want and more out of today and your life, and I hope to make more videos and talk to you soon as this beautiful new chapter of my journey continues. So much love. Thanks for your time today. Bye.